So, in this video I will share with you the 4 laws of the top 1% of students. These students achieve excellent results with minimal effort and time, whether it's in exams, homework, memorization or learning. These strategies make these people ahead of 99% of the competition. Welcome, my name is Adrian, a 19-year-old engineering student at university. And on this channel I post videos about self-development, study, tech and blogs. So if you are new here and you are interested in this type of content, consider subscribing. Rule number 1. Study smarter, not harder. What this first law means is that we have to use our time wisely. For example, not doing math exercises for 3 hours without understanding anything of what is happening or where we are making mistakes. Especially with the people that have very little time, they should use the following strategy. Plan their study time well and focus their energy 100% on it. On learning that subject. We have to learn on how to study. You're listening me well. We must learn to learn because none of these are taught in school. We must learn study techniques, memorization, productivity, learning, and above all, focus. Rule number 2. Aim at the object of study. Understand what you are studying and what it's useful for. For example, if you have a calculus exam about derivatives, start with the basics like derivation rules and move on to more complex topics. You study with intention because you set out to study that specific topic, so you leave aside what you already know. Rule number 3. Active recall. More than a law, this is an study method and technique that I am very sure you are heard of it. Active recall consists on constantly repeating the subjects and concepts to master them. That can be done asking yourself questions or practicing problems. However, there has to be an effort on our part for this method to work and for the connections to be created on that topic we are learning. For example, if you are learning a L'Hopital rule for a calculus exam, practice it daily for about 30 minutes instead of cramming for 3 hours once a week. In this way, will we be actively telling our brain not to forget this subject, and after a week, will we be able to do very well in exam of what we just practiced. This method works very well with math, since it's mainly based on practice. Rule number 4. Focus. Most people have a very poor focus. We live in a society where you have a device at your fingertips that can make you waste hours and hours, constantly receiving dopamine hits, where it is with Instagram, TikTok or YouTube. That is why right now, much more than before, our attention spans are at a dose of a puffer fish. That is just as you heard it. Most people right now can do anything without listening to a podcast, music, watching a video, scrolling to TikTok, or with a stream in the background. They are always in need of stimulation. All you need is a little discipline, focus, intention, and you will be ahead of 99% of students like you. This rule, skill or law consists on having a focus and being present on the moment of studying. Concentrate so much that when you have a space to study, the only thing that is in your mind is doing the task, the problem or learning that formula. You can't start to apply this in your daily life. Start with half an hour work block, then an hour, 2 hours, and maybe 3 hours. So that's the 4 laws of the top 1% of students. And if you want to study with me, I will leave you a video that lasts 1 hour long on where I can help you with that. And if you want to see this video in Spanish, I will leave you here also. I hope these traits and laws have been helpful to you. See you in the next one.